Okay guys, today we've got one in here that might make you question your life choices. This is a 2009 Patriot with a 2.4, and the problem is the crankshaft position sensor. We're getting some codes and some random stalling. This is what it looks like. It's held in by one 10 millimeter bolt. The trouble is where it's located, and this is your main enemy besides the engineers themselves. So what I'm doing is I'm working through the passenger side, took the wheel off, took that annoying undercover loose, and I'm going to try and get in here and show you. So it's mounted way back there. You can see the hole. There's kind of a brownish tinge to it. Let's see if I can get a long screwdriver in there and show you exactly where I'm talking. Right there is the hole where the sensor goes in. So there is a 13 millimeter headed bolt right here holding that shield on. Right up here there is a 10 millimeter headed bolt holding that little shield on, and then there's another one on top, like a stud, a 10 millimeter headed stud with a nut on it. And then there's a couple of clips on there from the O2 sensor wire, I believe. So once you get those loose, you can remove this shield and get it out of your way. I know you could probably just take the two lower ones out and then bend it up out of your way, but it's going to be even harder to get these lined up then to put it back together. And you need this on there because this sensor is real close to the exhaust, and this will shield it from the heat from the converter, which I'm sure would make it fail. So yeah, next time maybe let's put that in the front when we design it, or at least on the end of the engine where the crankshaft pulley is or something. But yeah, great job there, Chrysler. So you've got to stick your arm in like this along the the center line of like the half shaft, the axle on this side, and then you can feel it. Once you get the shield out of the way, you can pop off the wire connector and get in there with a wrench. I've been using a little stubby guy here, only as long as my finger, and then you have to do it all by feel. And yeah, but it can be done. I believe the book time is like 3.5 hours, and you're supposed to take the exhaust manifold off in order to do it. Or I know guys sometimes take the PTU or the four-wheel drive transfer case unit off. Well, I'm not going to do that, not for this job. So it can be done. It's going to challenge your swear word vocabulary pretty well, but yeah, it can be done. And then I blew air hose around there so when I pull the sensor I don't get any sand or dirt down in there. And then I will put a little bit of silicone paste on the O-ring before I put it in. And then I'm going to clean, like of course wire brush, wire wheel, these threads. And I think they have just a tiny dab of Loctite on them, but no, don't Loctite it in. I'm going to put anti-seize on here and a drop of oil so that when I'm feeling up in there that it's going to go in real easy, so not fighting corrosion in the holes and whatever. So yeah, anyway, challenging, but it can be done without removing major components.